Today, one of the most important things for a person to become successful is to have a college education. College is of utmost importance today because you are more exposed to opportunities. Also, with a college education, better jobs will be available. Although a college education is important, it's hard to undergo because of costly expenses. The biggest expense that students face are textbooks. This big expense determines a lot of their college opportunities. CNN reported that textbooks today range from about $200 to $500 per book. A survey was also taken and it stated that 48% of students said that the cost of books determined how many classes they took. The cost of these textbooks makes students more likely to pick lesser career paths and not reach for their goals and to where they just settle. College Board estimates that the average student spends about $1,200 on a year on books. Samantha Zuling, the student body president at the University of Maryland, Park, said that textbooks are not only hurting their wallet, but also hurting their grades and their academic decisions. A lot of problems can come from college book debt, even when you're in the real world experience. A lot of problems, the accumulating debt can go from just financial to social and to even physical health. The impact of student debt affects, for a past student, it even affects how if you can buy a house. Typically, the students that have loans with an average amount of debt weren't qualified to have an average mortgage. Things like not being able to buy a house affect a lot of how people feel about themselves, and this can eventually lead to depression and multiple other symptoms. One way we can stop the extreme debt from college textbooks is with an open website for students. The open website, or as people like to say, textbook exchange, is when students use an open website by the school to recycle books for incoming students to save money. These textbook exchanges allow students to download books already bought from past students. So incoming students will be able to access them easily and not have to spend the extreme amount of money for textbooks. Another way textbooks can be free for college students and not have to worry about the debt is simply by a university library. The library solution is when students can request via interlibrary loans agreements if the university library doesn't already have the book in stock. Or you can just simply check out the book. The libraries usually have a limited time at the beginning of the year with so many students wanting textbooks so they can be free to them. So early requesting for books is something to do, and if done well, it can save a lot of future debt. These solutions to make textbooks free are easy to make happen. The open website or library solutions are the most logical options because they're the most accessible for students. Simply visiting the local library or looking for an open website for students are easily adopted because the solutions are so accessible for everyone. Places like Georgia and the University of Florida have already started using these solutions as the textbook exchange and the library loans. All students have to do to make books more accessible is to make a student organization for the textbooks. Or you can simply just talk to a local librarian. These programs are very wanted and needed to lower the debt for students. Although the solution of lowering debt for college students is needed, this program does a lot more. It relieves stress from students from all the bills that textbooks can take on. The students without stress will also benefit by better grades throughout the school year, like Samantha Zuling showed us earlier. These solutions will be supported by the public because college students are the future workers of the public around us, and also parents of future college students won't have to worry so much about supporting their children financially in their future dream career. Now that you know about the struggle that textbooks lay on students, I encourage you to take part in helping use these solutions like textbook exchange and just visiting the local library to stop the ongoing debt from all the textbooks. Thank you.